Welcome to this week's Outside the Huddle, brought to you by Southwest Bank. I'm Robert Giovanetti with head coach Cliff Kingsbury. Coach, so you come back, you bounce back. Do you like the way your team responded after the loss at Tempe?
I do, particularly early in the game. You know, we take a 35-10 lead, really roll and have a chance to make it 42. So that was exciting. There was no hangover. We got it going quick, and we started fast.
You know, from a fan's perspective, or just from my perspective standing here, it seemed to me the game, you guys always had the game in hand. It was one of those situations where I thought the final score was maybe a little bit closer than the actual game was. Do you agree with that?
I thought they played tough. I thought Louisiana Tech's a good football team. They played really well at Arkansas, had a chance to win that game, and they kept fighting, so you got to give them credit. But, you know, we give up that drive at the end of the half to make it 35-17, and then they come right out and give up a drive at the beginning and give up two late scores. And so the score, I'm not sure was indicative of how we felt about the game, but we definitely had to shore some things up on that side of the ball.
I thought number 5, Pat Mahomes, had another great outing, and we see some things from him every week that almost defy explanation. And when you're sitting over there, I mean, is it sometimes, are you even like looking at it as a fan sometimes?
I am. I see it every day in practice,
right.
And that's why I try to tell people what I see every day in practice is 2 or 3 plays that there's about 5 guys on the planet that can make it at any level. And so it's exciting for me. I'm glad that the whole world is getting to see exactly how good he is.
Hey, we're seeing a lot of guys maybe step up last weekend too offensively, that you're starting to see maybe some separation from some guys really that could be going into conference. Would you call maybe go-to guys you can really count on offensively?
Yeah, I think, you know, DeMarcus Felton did a great job running football.
Right.
We've been looking to get our run game going, and I thought he was kind of a spark there. Derek Willey's playing there at X, Dylan Cantrell at Z, made a bunch of plays, and then Jonathan Giles had a really big game, and he's gotten better each week.
I thought Felton, I remember a spring game 2 years ago where you thought, wow, this guy is really good, but when you play behind DeAndre Washington, it's hard to get your reps. But I think, was that almost like his coming out party last week?
I think it was. He'd been doing good in practice and had a really good camp. And Justin has a certain skill set, and DeMarcus has a certain skill set, and Q has a certain skill set. So we're still trying to find the perfect combination of the 3, and we're excited to have 3 really quality backs like that.
So you got a bye week this week. What does that do for is it a good time for this?
It is. It's a schedule right before conference is phenomenal. You can really do a self-scout of what you did right, what you did wrong in non-conference, and what you need to do moving forward. So we're going to have good practices. We're going to work to get healthy and stay fresh, but get some good work in.
So when you get to the weekend, do you then just say, hey, this day's like a normal Monday, this day's like is that what you do with your guys?
That's exactly right. Saturday will line up like a Monday, Sunday like a Tuesday, and we'll roll it just like a game week going into Thursday.
That's been head coach Cliff Kingsbury. It's been Outside the Huddle. Thanks to Southwest Bank.